A few days ago, I saw a very interesting video from Night Hawking Light where it had designed a solar reflector which was actually capable of burning wood, and the best part is it was made with these cheap mylar space blankets. Yes, the ones which are used in refugee camps. Now, a successful design like that with such a low cost of making has a lot of potential. In fact, extremely high magnitude reflector telescopes can also be designed using this mechanism without the need of using mirrors. And besides, who will not like to have so much of destructive power from the sun focused on a single point? So I decided to give a go to this particular project. But there are some very simple problems. First of all, I do not have experience with handling fiberglass or either epoxy in curing any of these things, and second of all, I do not even have those products available with me. But I had something very interesting. See, with the downfall of the entire direct to home services and the satellite television systems here in India, a lot of people are simply throwing out their satellite dishes, and you can say I'm kinda a collector. So I have got these many dishes with me, and I also designed an itty bitty radio telescope previously using an RTL SDR device, one of these parabolic reflectors, and an LNB. I did that entire thing for an internship of mine wherein I also learned about interferometry. Well, I have a video recorded about that and would like to publish it soon. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get updates about this. Now back to the project. So since I have all these solar reflectors with me, I decided to use these to make a parabolic reflector which will reflect electromagnetic radiation from the sun in the visible spectrum instead of the radio spectrum. Although technically it will still reflect electromagnetic radiation in the radio spectrum as well, but the visible part is what matters currently. Also kinda the infrared part. So just like Night Hawking Light, I got access to these space blankets which cost me about $1 each, since these are used in refugee camps and during disasters as blankets and heating material. Well, here in India these are quite dangerous because it's the summertime going on, and I got one of these blankets and spread it on my terrace, which was a bad decision because the combined heat reflected from these was insane. And unfortunately, I did not carry my tripod along with me while recording this, so I have recorded this entire thing by myself in the landscape mode without the use of a tripod. So next, it was time to select a parabolic reflector. And of the 4 reflectors which you can see over here, I decided to go with the smallest one. Because if you observe, the largest one is quite big for me at the moment. And I want to start small because the entire adhesive application part will be quite tricky. And the one similar in size to this one has got rust over it, so I won't be able to use it. Well, after that, I placed this parabolic reflector on this solar blanket and then made an appropriate cutout for this particular size. And now it is time to use this PV bond adhesive to attach it to a parabolic reflector. Now, as I mentioned previously, since I did not have a tripod with me while recording this video, I was also not able to record the process of attaching the space blanket on my parabolic reflector. As you can see, even I am quite disappointed, but it was quite expected also, because the adhesive was not quite evenly applied on the entire surface, and because of my stupidity I was doing all of this right below the sun, because of which the air in the present air gaps has expanded even more, and I guess this entire reflector is going to peel off very soon. But even though this has not been attached very nicely, this is still very powerful. And I can feel the intense heat that is coming right through it. In fact, I cannot even dare to get my hand between the solar reflector and the sun directly. Since I am an electronics engineer, I want to convert this into a completely automatic sun tracking solar cooker which will continuously track the sun for optimal amount of heat. With this, I am open to your suggestions as to what can be done to make sure that the adhesive actually attaches both of these things very well and we get a functional design. Stay subscribed for an upcoming video on this topic, and I'll see you in another one.